Hey everybody, and welcome to today's SAT math tip of the day. In this tip, we're really just going to focus on one scenario of figuring out word problems that deal with percent. So maybe tomorrow I'll do a different perspective, a different type of word problem, so you could do a little compare contrast on what we do in each of those situations. So let's get into it. If Susie spends $900 a week on groceries, and that is 35% of her weekly paycheck, how much does she make in 2 weeks? Round to the nearest dollar. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is quite literally translate your text, your paragraph, into mathematical sentences that become mathematical equations. So what am I going to write down? 900 is means equals. So I'm writing a whole sentence in my head. 900 is 35 per cent. Per is out of. Cent comes from Latin, which means, you guessed it, 100. That's why we have a 100 cents in a dollar, right? 900 is 35% of the weekly paycheck, and W will stand for weekly paycheck. So what can I solve for in this equation? You could solve for the weekly paycheck. Okay, so what we're going to do, if we keep reading, it says how much does she make in 2 weeks? So we need to figure out her pay for 2 weeks. Now, most people aren't going to write 35% like this. Percent, 35%. What divided by 100 will get you in a calculator, I promise, is 0.35 W. Or 0.35. So many of you will probably think of it that way. You make it a decimal, like you're on autopilot. You just kind of know it that way. And now we still need to get W alone. So we're going to divide each side by 0.35 to get the W alone because, of course, classic, they're attached with multiplication. So this would probably be a question on a multiple choice section. Could you do something like this by hand? You could, but I wouldn't think that they would give you something like this. So here we have a calculator. I want to figure out 900 divided by 0.35. Okay, so we're going to hit enter. And there you have 2571.43. $2,571.43. And it says round to the nearest dollar. So C looks pretty good, but that's not the answer. It's always going to be layer upon layer upon layer of math. What do they really want us to figure out? How much does she make in 2 weeks? So this is her weekly paycheck. So what do I have to do is I have to do times 2, double it. There you get it. I wish I had Susie's job. $5,142.80 something cents. Round to the nearest dollar, that means no coins. Like you round up to the nearest dollar or down to the nearest dollar as necessary. So we get 5143, $5,143, and there you have it. Round to the nearest dollar, in this case it's a 4-digit. That could also, bonus tip, that could also fit as an answer to the short answer or the free response or the open-ended, whatever you want to call it, because on the open-ended or the free response, what you'll have is you'll have 4 little boxes, and you could fit something like 5, 1, 4, 3. Now what you write doesn't matter as much as what you bubble in. So you bubble in the 5, you bubble in the 1, you bubble in the 4, and you bubble in the 3. So you could fit that, and if you get an answer that wouldn't fit in the boxes, even if you're following directions, then you definitely messed up. Okay, so we're gonna do, I'll do another percent question, a different angle later this week, or next week. It's already Friday, so keep your eyes peeled for that so we could do a little compare contrast. I hope you're feeling a little bit smarter. Maybe rewatch it again in double speed to really let it sink in. And if you do, give that video a thumbs up. And if you don't, go ahead and put a thumbs down. Have a great day. Adios.